Hey guys, Saturn here and welcome back to yet another video detailing Pokémon Masters EX. It's been a while since I've done a commentary video. We did the live stream back on the 14th of January, but I haven't actually done a pre-recorded video in quite some time. In fact, this year at all. Today we are going to go over the recently datamined information from the February update of Pokémon Masters EX. This morning we released the update 2.5, which gave us loads of new information, because that's what happens as soon as the update comes out. All the data miners get to work. We've heard all the new music, we've heard or seen all the new sync pairs, and I'm going to go over all of it in this video. We have some events, we have some new Pokemon, some new trainers. Let's begin. Let's start out with the new units. First of all, Serena, Palantines 2021 and Whimsicott. First of all, I'm going to get my gripes over with the name. DNA, did you really need to change the V to a P? Like, why couldn't it just be Valentine's 2021 rather than Palantines 2021? Because you didn't do that with the New Year's units or the Christmas units. Well, I mean, you do use holiday, but that's not like, I don't know, holiday or something. Or the Halloween or the summer units. So why the Valentine's units? Who knows, maybe they're not so into having it be related to religion that we have, or not religion either. It's not even a religious event, really, I don't think. Or maybe they're not supposed to have it related to things that are really celebrated only in the West, even though Halloween is only celebrated in the West. But I rest my case. Let's begin with discussing this unit. So this is a Fairy Tech unit. Both of our seasonals this time are Fairy Tech units. And it's Serena, surprisingly. Like, I was not really expecting Serena, actually. So their moveset is Moonblast, which has 98 base power, 100% accuracy, and uses 3 gauges of the move gauge. That's their only attacking move other than their sync move, which is disappointing. Seriously, DNA? I mean, fine, you did it with New Year's Lily, but did it? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say New Year's Lily is a great sync pair to use. I use her all the time, but really? Anyway, Stun Spore, which has a 90% accuracy, paralyzes the opponent and is 2 gauges. And Carton Spore, another grass type move, is -2 speed, 100% accuracy, and another 2 gauges. And it has all enemies are affected by it, I think is the main thing. And for the trainer move, you have Sugar Rush, which has 2 MP move power. It affects all allies, and it has it adds 1 special attack to itself and 2 speed to all allies, and I believe to itself as well. So all 3 sync pairs will receive +2 speed, and Whimsicott will receive +1 special attack as well, which is very useful, if I do say so myself. I think that's going to be a really good unit to have, a really good move. Because it's similar to Skylar and Take Flight, but it doesn't have the defense buffs, which is the only thing. And for the sync move, we have Semi-Sweet Fairy Beam. DNA, we need to talk. I am incredibly disappointed. Like, at this point I am really upset. For the last few units, you've introduced a new stage, you've introduced a new music, and you've introduced so much. You've introduced new sync moves for all of them. But for the New Year's units, yes, we had the new music, and it was great. I think we had a new stage, but I think no, I don't think we did actually. No, we didn't have a new stage. And we didn't have unique sync moves. And now we don't even have the new Valentine's music. Like, what's going on? What is going on here? What are you doing to the seasonal pairs? Why aren't you putting as much effort into them as you did all the ones during 2020? Every single one during 2020 had almost everything unique to that other than the name of the trainer and the base design. Except for the voice lines, except for the summer units. I just don't understand, where's the love lost here? Because it was awesome. I thought it was awesome seeing these new different sync moves, like, you know, instead of getting just, oh, it's Fairy Beam or Ice type or whatever, Ice, I don't know, Ice Impact, that's probably what it'd be called. You got things like Bump in the Night Crunch, which was Hilbert's sync move, which was, you know, that's a much better, that's more unique. And I don't get why you can do it for all of the other units, but not the new seasonals. Because you have, like, the taglines, like the Semi-Sweet, or, like, why couldn't it just be Semi-Sweet Moonblast, or Semi-Sweet Fairy Wind, or something like that? I just don't understand. But anyway, it has 250 base power and has double the power if the target is paralysed. The design you can see here is Serena's 5-star design. Sorry, slight technical difficulties. So here is the 6-star EX design, and let's go over a few more things. First of all, the stats. 587 HP, 293 attack, 190 defense, 390 special attack, 167 special defense, and 363 speed. These are Serena's stats at level 130. So you'd have to grind on the level up area and on the cap unlock area. Level 130 is now in the game as of last update. So go off with that, get your sync pairs to level 130, that's pretty cool. I currently only have 2 sync pairs at level 130. It was Grimsley and Lipard, and Gloria and Zacian. But let's take a look at Serena's passive abilities. Go Viral 9. Status has a high chance of affecting all opponents. Ramming Speed. Powers up moves the more the speed is increased. And Hunter's Instinct. Powers up moves if the opponent's speed is decreased. Right. Let's talk about Go Viral 9. It's actually a really great passive to have. We've only seen it, I believe we've only seen it once before, and that was on Serena. And Delphox, or Fennekin, even. And so I would like to ask DNA, why you're doing this again? Like, I understand actually with this one. This one I'm fine with. But let's think back to New Year's Lance. Why was it just Lance and Dragonite, but flying type? Like, why? I don't see... What's the disconnect here? Why are you not putting effort into these units? Can we fix it for the summer or Easter if we get Easter ones? I don't know, just fix it for them. Because it is getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, let's talk about Dawn, Palentine's 2021 and Alchemy. This is the first non-revealed unit. Okay, no, I know I seem really disappointed at everything so far, because I'm not that disappointed with this one. I love Dawn's design, I think this one's actually an okay unit. But the Pokemon choice. So we finally get a new Gala Pokemon. This is our second time getting a Gala Pokemon in Masters, and I'm really excited that they're finally using Gala Pokemon for seasonals. I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time... DNA... What is Opal's signature Pokemon? Oh, that's right. Alchemy. I guess we'll just be stuck with Opal, Galarian, Weezing then, won't we? Right, for this unit we have got Dazzling Gleam with 50 base power, 100% accuracy, 2 gauges, and it affects all opponents. Charm, which has -2 attack, same as with Mina and Gramble. Again, it's a tech unit, so still only one Fairy Striker that I'm aware of, and that's Lyra, Summer 2020. And it has 2 gauges for Charm. Fake Tears, -2 special defense, 100% accuracy, and 2 gauges. Affects one opponent. Just one opponent. Some of you may have seen Pokemon's image which is similarly laid out to how I've laid out my one. But it had AoE not on Dazzling Gleam but on Fake Tears. Post has clarified now that that is not correct. AoE is for Dazzling Gleam, Fake Tears affects one opponent. And the trainer move is How Sweet, which has 2 move power. It affects one ally and is basically a better version of Misty and Starmie, except without the evasion. Plus 2 attack and special attack and gradual healing. So not gonna lie, these units, the 2 Paladins units, are very similar to Skylar and Misty, 2 of the best supports you get free to play. And I'm okay with that. I could actually see Skylar and Dawn and Misty and Serena working together as a team really well. Just as those 2 separate, and with your striker in the middle, you know, in the middle center position of the thing. You know, whether it's Sigma Suit Red or maybe it's Zacian or whatever unit you're using. That could work really well. Now let's move on to the stats. First of all, can I just say, this 6-star EX outfit is really awesome. I really like this 6-star EX outfit. Now anyway, HP 630, 212 attack, 173 defense, 370 special attack, 212 special defense, and 273 speed. That's fairly okay. I would have liked it to be a bit higher defense-wise, but I suppose that really just means you'd have to use a defense buffing unit to be able to really use it against physical stage or as a tank. And for its passives, you have Ripple Effect 4, which has 50% chance for debuffs to affect all opponents. That is good. That is a really good passive to have. And I hope we see more units get it in the future. Then there's Power Loving, which moves are more powerful the more debuffs the target has. That's only going to be used for Dazzling Gleam with this one, though it's only going to be used for Dazzling Gleam, which bit disappointing, but... And possibly the most overpowered, if you're going against Agatha in, I think, does she use Hypnosis in Champion Stadium? I know she uses it in I think she uses it in Battle Royale. Team Wide Awake prevents all allies from falling asleep. That's going to be really useful, I think. That's, for me, I think going to be a very useful thing to have. Fun fact, Dawn is coming out on the 1st of February, whereas Serena is coming out on the 29th of January. I think it's is it the 1st of February? I think it is. So it's a 3-day gap, which is quite surprising. I could be wrong about that. It could be that Dawn comes out on the 30th of January, but they don't come out on the same day, which is the first time they've done that for seasonals, which is really interesting. Moving on, we have our newest free-to-play unit, Professor Sycamore and Xernius. This support fairy unit is completely overpowered. This is exactly what either of the Valentine's units should be. It has Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast, so that's both of the 2 units. Their only attacking moves have just been given free to us in Professor Sycamore and Xernius. The World is Vast, the trainer move, has 1 move power. It affects all allies. AoE Gradual Heal, remove status for all opponents, and move gauge acceleration. That's really overpowered. You kind of have, that's similar to Signature Blue in a sense, with the move gauge acceleration at least. And the remove status AoE, that's really useful. That's really useful. And the Gradual Heal, again, that's similar to Starmie or to X Regen All, which we got on both Glacier and on Erica Holiday 2020. And Horn Leech, 91 base power, 100% accuracy, and regens HP based on damage dealt. Sync move. This sync move is going to be similar to Eevee's sync move. Gentlemanly Geomancy. Move gauge +2, plus special attack, plus special defense, and plus speed, up to 6 depending on how many syncs have been done previously. So if you sync with your striker, I assume maybe 3 times, then use the sync move with Professor Sycamore and Xernius, then you'll get possibly up to 6 buffs to your special attack, special defense, and speed. Which, you know, only slightly overpowered. Now, of course, there's no 6-star EX for Professor Sycamore, which is a shame, but what can you do? Level 130 stats are 739 HP, 332 attack, 286 defense, 302 special attack, 292 special defense, and 353 speed. Those are going to be good, I think. I mean, the special attack could have been higher, given that we have 2 special attacking moves. And I know we have got 1 attacking move, I think, if one each is an attacking move. And that is good that it has the extra 30. But, you know, it would have been nice to have a bit higher special attack. Passives-wise, it has Team Shout 4. 50% chance to raise special attack or special defense or both when hit by a move. That's just straight up overpowered. And Fairy Power 5, I don't really need to worry about the special attack being slightly lower because they get both fairy moves get a 50% buff anyway. That's overpowered. And you know what? I am okay with it. I am completely okay with it. Moving on to the other legendary event sync pair, Lysander and Yveltal. This is the first legendary event sync pair that is summonable, and the third legendary sync pair that is summonable. We've had Gloria and Zacian, we've had N and Zekrom, and now we're having Lysander and Yveltal. A fairy and dark striker. So we get Oblivion Wing, which has 146 base power, 100 accuracy and 4 gauges, and restores HP based on the amount of damage dealt. X special attack, which obviously just raises the special attack by 2, and obviously that's got 2 MP, so you'll be able to buff it by 4. Dark Pulse with 95 base power, 100% accuracy, 3 gauges, and a 20% chance to flinch the opponent. And the trainer move. Trainer move is End of the World, with 2 move power, which does plus 2 move gauge, sync move countdown -1, which is similar to Signal Suit Leaf or Signal Suit Cynthia or Signal Suit Elisa. They really like giving Signal Suits sync move countdowns. Plus 2 crit, and obviously -1 defense and special defense. I say obviously because there has to be some sort of balance here, right? But if you use that unit with a defense and special defense buffing unit, so is that Signal Suit Blue? I can't remember. I don't have Signal Suit Blue, so I can't really judge that. There is a unit that buffs both. I can't remember what it is. And for the sync move, Cleansing Oblivion Wing, which has 250 base power, obviously, same as most sync moves, but there's nothing special about this sync move really. Until you look at the passives. But, first of all, 6-star EX design. Disappointing. Change the black to pure white, and shiny Yveltal colours. That would have been so much better. Stats wise, 757 HP, that's a lot, 299 attack, 116 defense, 370 special attack, 116 special defense, and 286 speed. Defenses wise, a bit disappointing, but obviously it's a striker unit, and you've got Xernius that's supposed to be used alongside, because they're both legendary event units from the same event, so normally you use them alongside each other, and then you get the defense buff as well. Passives wise, you get Recuperation 1, which heals on sync. Okay. Healthy Healing gradually heals the unit, like starts the gradual healing if at full HP when entering the battle. The only time that this will not happen is if you're in a battle versus one where there's 2 opponents you have to face. And that's fairly rare nowadays. Like you don't get them outside of the story mode, pretty much. So normally you're going to get gradual healing at the very start of the battle. And Dark Power 5. boosts dark moves by 50%. Obviously this is supposed to be like Dark Aura, and Fairy Power is supposed to be like Fairy Aura, which is the actual abilities for not Lysander, for Yveltal and Xernius. Now, the unit that came right out of the left field, Piers and Obstagoon. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this whatsoever. But you know what? I am so glad about it. Piers is my favourite gym leader of all time, and Obstagoon is just... Obstagoon's an awesome Pokemon. I shiny hunted it, it took me 6 months. I have a shiny Obstagoon now, and his 6-star EX design, we'll get onto that in a minute, is shiny Obstagoon colours. Anyway, Night Slash, 40 base power, 100% accuracy, and 2 bars. This is the only attacking move. DNA, what are you doing? You could have at least given it Throat Chop. Like, why not Throat Chop? Like, that would be like, I don't know, 85 base power, 3 bars? 3 bars to the move gauge? Like, would that not have been much better? I don't know. Dire Hit All Plus. The trainer move is Shout My Name, which affects all allies. Has 2 move power. It is move power, isn't it? Plus 2 to the move gauge, and activates endurance for the user. And finally, Obstruct. 2 gauges and 2 MP. Activates defense mode, so it cannot attack and blocks an attack. We've seen this with Roxanne and Wide Guard. We've seen it with which other units? I can't think of any other units that have it, but I know there are other ones. Oh yeah, Bullets and Mirror Coat. -2 defense if -2 defense to the target if physical attack is the one that's blocked. So if it's like I don't know. Oh, let me think. Close combat, then that Pokemon will not only lose the defense and special defense from close combat, but then it will also lose an extra 2 defense from the fact that it's Piers. And sync move is No One Calls Throat Chop, which, you know, again, just why couldn't you have given it Throat Chop, given it a bit of a better one? Maybe what you could have done. Now here's an idea: Night Slash, Throat Chop, Shout My Name, which includes now, instead of just +2 move gauge, raises crit buff by 2, maybe, and then Obstruct, like make it a tech unit, maybe. All I'm saying, you know, that's how I would have preferred it, because like we need so many more proper damage dealers, dark type wise. We've got 2. I have neither. I have been playing since day 1. I still don't have Karen, and I spent 21,000 gems on Hilbert and did not get him. I'm still mad about that. I'm so mad about that. I'm gonna be mad about that until September when I finally get another chance. Anyway, 6-star EX. Piers' 6-star EX looks incredible. Only thing I will say is that the hair looks really out of place now. Like, everything's in full colour and just the hair. Just no. It just doesn't want to be in colour. But other than that, I really do like the 6-star EX design, and I will be 6-star EXing Piers should I get him. I'm going to be summoning Piers. 617 HP, 318 attack, 262 defense, 212 special attack, 215 special defense, and 216 speed are the level 130 stats. That's fairly okay. I think I would have preferred it if, you know, that attack power could be a lot more utilised if he has Throat Chop, but whatever. You just keep doing your own thing, DNA. I'll come up with all the good sync pair ideas for you right here. Feel free to use them. Just maybe you could give some credit, but like you don't need to do that. I'm happy to come up with it for absolutely free. Passives: Hunker Down 9, Hold Fast 9, and Team Riposte 9. I don't really need to worry about separating them out because they all do the same thing. When you nullify an attack, which is basically blocking an attack when you use Obstruct, you get 1 defense, 1 special defense, and 1 attack for all allies. You get defense and special defense are only for peers, but all 3 Pokemon get +1 attack. So yeah. Let's now take a look at the new 6-star EX. Yes, I know, there's a few, like, we haven't got Diantha or whatever the new 1.5 anniversary Sync is going to be. My assumption is Diantha. We haven't got all the stuff for back end of February for Pokemon Day and for the 1.5 year anniversary. But that will all come in the, most likely in the 2.6 update, which is probably going to be back end of February. Now, we have some new 6-star EXs. I have mixed feelings on all of these. Let's start with Serena. Serena's is fine, but I think it would have been nicer if the colour of the skirt that she has is the same colour as the hat, because that just is a nicer colour, personally. I know that it's obviously supposed to be the colour of Fennekin, but couldn't you have done Delphox? Because most trainers, and not all trainers, most trainers evolve the Pokemon to Delphox. Some keep it as a Braixen, I know, because the anime is my only assumption, and because Braixen is just a nicer looking Pokemon. I wouldn't have evolved my my Braixen into a Delphox if I didn't feel I needed to for the Full Force battle, and because I'm a completionist when it comes to this game. Let's move on to Lance. Easily the most disappointing of the new 6-star EX units. Obviously they all are supposed to represent the colours of their Pokemon. His is shiny for some reason, like we don't know why that is, but you know what? I think that's the same with Signasuit Blue though, like let's be honest, that's the same with Signasuit Blue. But I like it, so it doesn't matter. Lance, that eggshell colour is not, that's not it. That's just not it. That does not suit him one bit. I think that green that's on the inside of the cape would have made a really nice colour for it. Maybe use the eggshell white on the back of the cape instead. And I know obviously the orange and then the green, Dragonite, but personally I think that turquoise greeny colour would have been so much nicer as the main body of the design. But who am I? I'm just a player, I'm not DNA, I have no idea what I'm talking about, it seems. And Signasuit Cynthia. Wait till December to 6-star EX this one, because it's a Christmas 6-star EX. I don't see how this relates to Como. I can't think of where the red on Como is. But obviously I know that Signasuit Cynthia has the normal colours of Como on it already. So that's kind of the point of a Signasuit. But like, would you not have done the shiny? Yeah, I know the shiny is horrendous. I know the shiny's horrendous. So maybe we're going to get a new shiny for Como, who knows. But, I mean, where have these colours been pulled from? A random colour generator? Your last seasonal units? Like, you could just colour pick from Skylar and paste onto Cynthia? I don't know. I'm throwing too much shade at DNA. I love the game, it's just I'm a bit disappointed with some of the things in this update, that's all. Let's take a look at all the events that we have coming up this month. Baking Buddies starts on the 29th of January. That's quite surprising. 29th of January, it runs all the way to the 26th of February. Now obviously I will just say now, that's in GMT and UTC, which is what DNA uses for resets and for programming into the game. Pacific time, it's all a day earlier. Because you Americans have to be like that, don't you? Yeah, basically. So, that's when that's happening. That will come with the same time as the Serena Scouts. Dawn will come sometime later. For some reason. I don't know why. The Fighting Grass and Rock egg event. If egg events are what replace training events, can we go back to training events? Like, why do we need egg events? Egg events are not good. I know some of the units can be really good, but for me, personally, I'm not a fan, to be completely honest. But you know what, you're getting reruns of fighting, grass and rock eggs, which is just fun. Why can't they just be added to the normal pool DNA? Like, I don't understand. Give and take legendary event starting on the 11th of February. That one's gonna be the most interesting event, probably with Baking Buddies. Those are the two most interesting events, I'd say. Give and take obviously features Lysander and Sycamore. Some people have said it might include Piers, but while I do want that to happen, because like, where's Piers' event? Like, this is a majorly loved character. Where's his event? I know Mallow didn't get an event, and I do understand that would annoy some people, but couldn't we have had some, like, Mallow has appeared in 2 events previously. The Prestige event back in November-December time, and the first Christmas event. Where's the Piers event, and when do we get to battle him? Because his battle theme, in the Masters version, is so good. All of the music in this update is incredible. Lysander, Professor Sycamore, Cresselia and Piers, their music is so good, and I just don't know why they've pulled out all the stops, and I'm just absolutely okay with that. And the main story new chapter. I see people complaining like, oh, finally we get a new addition to the main story. Guys, it's been like 2 months. We got the Sigma Suits India battle like a couple months ago, and we got the what was it? The part with Lyra a month before that. Oh no, that wasn't the part with Lyra. It might have been actually. They also had Moraine. So like, it's not like we've been starved for new main story content over the recent months. But you know what? That's fine. We are coming to an end with the main story of Pokémon Masters. A second story has been officially announced in the recent letter. I'm going to go through the letter possibly at the end of this video. Maybe. So look out for that. That'll be at the end of the video, even. And Lurking Shadow. This is the third rerun. We're going to get 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20 Giovanni again. Do we not have a 6-star units? That would have been nice, but no free-to-play units other than the one. Well, no, there have been a few free-to-play units that got 6-star EX, that's not bad. No legendary units that are free-to-play have got 6-star EX yet. Even Professor Sycamore. And that, like, I was talking to my friend Blizzard yesterday, asking, do you think we'll get 6-star EX for legendary free-to-play single players? And we just agreed that we'll find out when Professor Sycamore leaks. He didn't have one, and so my assumption is that we might get them, but I don't think it's looking that likely. Now, really quickly, on the topic of the main story, before we move on, I just forgot to mention that we actually get 3 new units, but you don't get the units. You get to use the units, and that's Rachel, Sawyer, and Lyra. Rachel has Umbreon. Please just actually give Umbreon to either Gladion or Saturn and Sigma Suit, please, for my sake. But seriously though, giving it to Saturn in the Sigma Suit, Saturn and Umbreon. Anybody else thinking that would be incredibly fitting? Anyway. Sawyer gets Honchkrow. Like, isn't that Ariana's signature Pokemon? Like, what are you gonna give Ariana if you give him Honchkrow? Ariana's been confirmed. She was in the first trailer. So like, what are you gonna give Ariana? That's my question. Yeah. And finally, there's the who is it? Lyra and Hooper. Hooper, like, it's confined Hooper, it's not the unbound Hooper. So it's fine, but, and I'm fine with Lyra having Hooper. Like, there's so many Pokemon to give Lyra. There's Crocodile, there's, Crocodile. There's, Donphan, and now Hooper as well. I think Hooper is most likely the one he's going to have when we actually are able to get these units. Completely, like, obtain them. Though I think a Sigma Suit with either Crocodile or with Donphan is possible. Let me think. Is there anything else I need to mention about these units? They only have 3 moves when we use them, and so obviously they're not complete units. Personally, I think Sawyer's going to get Beware as a complete unit, and I think that Rachel will get something. I hope it's not Umbreon, but you know, we'll find out when we find out, I suppose. And the final event to go over is Legendary Arena Cresselia. It's a new unit. Like, this is the reason that Piz has been added. They needed a Dark type to help with the event Cresselia, but like, when you did that for Serena back in July, you gave her an event, so why couldn't you have that for Piz? I'm holding out for an event when Marnie shows up, so, you know, looking forward to that at least. But I think that is it. That is all the new content that we've got. The new music I will not be uploading until it's available into the game, where I can record it and upload it to my SoundCloud, as I do with all the music that comes into the game. However, if you want to listen to it early, absolutely, and gladio.ogg have it up. Support both of them. They've leaked some of the music, and they're the people with the credit to them, because they've used, I'm probably going to use it in the BGM for this video. So check them out. Gladio.ogg, I would suggest, well, I say I would suggest, but he's only uploaded one of the tracks, and that's Cresselia, because Absol got to the others first. Even though technically Blizzard uploaded his before Absol did, but then I had to unlist it because it wasn't high enough quality for what he wanted, but whatever. But please support Gladio.ogg, because that is my friend Blizzard, and I really appreciate it, because, you know, help a friend of a friend out. In other updates, I hope you all enjoyed the 10th anniversary live stream, if you were there for the Ninjago 10th anniversary live stream. I hope you're enjoying daily uploads as well. I hope you're really enjoying that, because I'm enjoying it. And thank you all, 100 subscribers. For 100 subscribers, what am I going to do? I have a few remasters. I have like a 100 subscriber remaster thing coming out soon. Fingers crossed. And obviously I have other things planned. I've been uploading daily for the last few days probably. I have started doing the Sinnoh soundtrack, remastering all of it. That's all going to be, like, we've got to San Genton, if I remember correctly, and Rowan's Lab will come out tomorrow. On Friday, it's going to be a Sinnoh theme, but it's not going to be in the order. It's going to be the Poffins theme, like the theme that you hear when you're making Poffins in Heart Home City, remastered to celebrate the new event coming in, the Baking Buddies event, because Dawn's outfit instantly reminded me of Poffins from Gen 4, and I think that's definitely like a really cool reference. I'm almost certainly going to say something about it. But the actual Valentine's remasters will not come out until the 14th of February. 14th of February is when those will come out. Visander's theme will be on the 11th of February, and Professor Sycamore's Encounter theme will be on the 10th of February. That's going to be, I would say, that's just the plan for now. Until then, we'll be doing Sinnoh. From the 1st of February, I might do a few other tracks, because I have got loads and loads of remasters to upload. But I think that's really all I needed to say, other than, you know, Piers going to Masters. That is exciting. Best gym leader, and we get a Carrot and Grimsley Spotlight Scout rerun. If you haven't heard the new music though, I know I mentioned this already, but go listen to it. Lysander's theme and Piers themes I could listen to forever. Anyway, I hope you've all really enjoyed this video and subscribed for more. I'm hoping for 150 subscribers by the end of the year, hopefully. I know it's only January, I know I'm only at 101 subscribers, but still, if we can get to 150 by the end of the year, I would be in complete shock. Thank you very much for joining me, and goodbye.